Hi and welcome to the re-edit session of this tutorial at Udemy with me, Rob Webster. Right, this tutorial is going to focus on a slow re-edit. Now the track I've chosen to use is by Lorel called Mellow Mellow, a very famous soulful boogie record from back in the day. Its original tempo is around 87 BPM and what I've done here for this tutorial is to speed it up to 95 BPM. Now all we've got in this is a kick, a little percussion hi-hat sample, and we're going to add a crash, and then we're going to chop some vocals out and delay them and lay them on top of the edited samples that we're going to use. So in contrast with the last tutorial about edits, which was a more upbeat disco one, this one is a lot more slower, just to give you both sides of the spectrum. So make sure you've downloaded the samples into Ableton, and if you get Lorel up it will come in offline like that. So make sure that you've dragged it into the line, so like this. It should usually, because it's quite a tight record, it should fall into place in the majority of the transients. If you see at the start where I've got it, I've not even touched those ones. But still pull them into line and just get them in time, as I explained to you in the previous tutorial. So like so. And then I want you to get your kick, and then put your kick in, which is a disco kick, and then drop that in, and you should have that automatically in like so, and that should fit in with this. Okay. And then the next thing we've got to put in is a little sample, which is just a little hi-hat thing with a snare, which is off an old hip-hop record. And when you put that in, make sure that your transients are tightened up, because that will come in off again. And that should all fit in nicely now. Okay, right, so what we want to do is pretty similar to the other tutorial, is we want to take out the main elements, but with this having vocals in, what we're going to do is we're going to take slices of those vocals and we're going to layer them on top with some delay and some EQ. So first things first, we've got the first loop here, as already done, and the next part is where the string comes in. And it's obviously out of time, so first of all tail off this little bit that we don't want at the start, and then take your first loop and remove it slightly with the left mouse button and then place it back into line, and then change the colour so you know which it is. Okay, and the next one then, so we'll copy some kicks over and get the string bit, and then again break that down, so line it up, drag it and double click on it, and then you'll have that small section there. And then just do your transients where necessary. As you can see, that one's right over, so pull that across. And there we go. So if you notice what I did there, I'm just going to do that. The transient was already in place on this line here, but you can see that the snare or the kick on that track is off. So select over the transient that's already been automatically done by Ableton and delete it, and then you'll have the transient over this one, and just pull that into line and it will time up. Okay, cool. Right, let's have a go through the track and find what other parts we want to take. So remember what I said, we shorten the loop bar and by 8 bars or 4 bars, whatever you want, and then find relevant loops. Something like that would be nice. And then try it with your kicks and your hats. You could actually extend that to the next part as well. could have this section. So that's quite nice. So I'm going to take that, change the colour, and then go through the rest. You could use that. I'm not going to bother with that.
Ladies, I'd like to take this time out just
so
lady like that. Your love is right. It's so positive, I swear.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of these vocal cuts and we're going to layer them on top with a delay. So I'm going to find so the first vocal we're going to take is this. There, that section there. So it says. So I'm just going to take the mellow bit, copy that, break that up, and then create a new audio channel and drag that vocal onto it, cut it, take it back to the very start of our loops that we've got, and drop it on the line. So, but what we're going to do with this is we're going to go to our effects rack and get an EQ8, click on number 1 and take the low pass filter down and bring it in like that, so that we've taken away the bottom end of the track, taken away the kicks. But then what we do is we stick a ping pong on it, and then 30% and 30% on each one, like so, and this will go like this. But you can hear that there's a snare that rolls over on there, so maybe we need to double click on that and time that up. So if you go right to the very end, you'll find the clip, and like that, and you go, look, and then time it up, take the transient off that, pull that in, and then pull that across. Better. But you could just have mellow, which would be for the first start. So get rid of that altogether. So let's try that. There you go. Look. Okay, right, so we've got that groove, got that one, and this one. So we'll take that one as well. I like that one, which has got the bass change in it. Okay, great. Right, now we need to get a little crash in there. Let's find a crash and we will be able to move forward with the arrangement.